Hi, I'm A. Talukdar from Surface Cleans India Private Limited, Mumbai. In this particular video, we are going to see the effect of impeller wear on blast cleaning and how it affects the operating cost. We will now try and understand the important elements in an impeller. On the rear side is the locator, which locates itself on the wheel hub. You will also see that the impeller vane has got bevel edges to ensure free movement of media from impeller to blade. Here you can see two impellers whose bevel edges have worn out, but the same is still in service. Users are not aware that as the bevel edge wears out, the blast pattern also shifts. This shift causes the increase in the cycle time. In addition, it also increases the wear and tear in the blast cabinet liner. We will now see what are the other important elements in an impeller. The first is the center line of blade along thickness and impeller vane along thickness should be in the same line. Further to note that the bevel edge of impeller should maintain a minimum of 6 mm lead from the blade face. This should be one of the most critical inspection point during the assembly of the impeller into the blasting wheel. The bevel edge on the impeller ensures the required deflection is provided to the media leaving the impeller. The lead of the impeller with respect to the blade surface ensures that the blade picks up the media at the desired height and ensures that media generates the peak velocity while leaving the tip of the blade. One should note, if the pickup is not at the right place, then the peak velocity starts dropping. We will now see what happens when the bevel edge face of impeller and blade face are in the same line. The lead of the impeller bevel edge becomes 0 after wear. The impeller edge wears results in part of the shot striking the bottom face of the blade. Some shots are picked up earlier and some are directed onto the rear side of the blade. We will now further see what happens when the bevel edge face of impeller with respect to blade face are in the same line. You can see as it wears out, the movement of the complete blast pattern takes place in the direction of rotation of the wheel, and also an increase in length of the pattern can be seen, thereby reducing the blast intensity in the target area. We will now see what happens if we keep using a worn out impeller. One of the most important thing is the wear out of the blasting wheel because of worn out impeller. Please be informed that the cost of a blasting wheel is almost about 10 times the cost of an impeller. Further, there is a shift in the hotspot, which as mentioned earlier causes an increase in the cycle time and also blast cabinet wear. What are the points to remember? The first, the maximum wear on bevel edge allowed is 3 mm. Second, to ensure there is no eccentricity in the impeller after the fitment. And the third, to reduce the operating cost of blasting, the impeller condition to be monitored on regular basis.